Ladies and gentlemen, the Senator Boni Khalwale has today reminded William Ruto, CS Murkomen, that they lack wisdom and emotional intelligence. You know, emotional intelligence helps you read the room, and wisdom helps you stay in the room. Hours or days later, after a man, Albert Ojwang, a teacher from Voi, who was captured from Migori and taken to Central Police Station, and the next day he was dead. Until today, the main suspect, Albert Lagat, the DIG of police, is still on his job. I think this looks like a slap in the face of the people of Kenya who are still on the streets demanding for justice. Let us listen in to what Boni Khalwale said to CS Murkomen, a man who sits at the National Security Council, about what is currently happening today. Let us listen in and then let's continue discussing and analyze what Boni Khalwale is talking about. Let's listen.
Mr. Speaker, patriots in this country fought against detention without trial, and CS Murkomen, I assure you, they are going to fight against extrajudicial killings, especially within police custody. The question is this, CS, the Deputy Inspector of Police, Mr. Albert Lagat, went against the provisions of Chapter 6 of the Constitution, went against the provisions of the National Police Act, specifically Section 17, and in general, the Leadership and Integrity Act. You, as a member of the National Security Council, where you sit together with the IG, both of you are present here. Why have you found it difficult to advise the necessary authorities that Albert Lagat be dismissed from service?
Boni Khalwale clearly stating that somebody like CS Murkomen should not be involved in such things to hide what is going on in the country. He also goes on to blast IG Kanja, telling him that somebody like Moshiri Nyaga, the police spokesman, the guy came out to say that Albert Ojwang, who was arrested by police and kept in custody, hit his head on the wall. Autopsy results have come out to reveal other stories that look like he was actually killed. Let us first listen to what the autopsy results revealed. Let us listen in.
The key findings: 1, that the CCTV systems located at OCS office had been interfered with. Number 2, that the post-mortem conducted on 10th June 2025 revealed the cause of death as head injury due to blunt force trauma, neck compression, and multiple subcutaneous bruises all over the body. This, Honorable Speaker, the autopsy report and our preliminary investigation rule out the theory of suicide. According to this woman, the autopsy results show that the suicide narrative is not true and does not hold ground because the guy had bruises all over his body. Meaning that the IG of police must have and should have arrested Moshiri Nyaga, the police spokesman, for stating false information regarding who killed Albert Ojwang. Because obviously, if he gave false information saying that Albert Ojwang committed suicide inside a police cell,
then he needs to tell us who told him to tell that lie. Because if somebody told him that lie, then that's someone who told him, then knows the truth of what indeed happened to Albert Ojwang. On the other hand, he needs to tell us why the CCTV cameras within the police station had to be switched off, and who authorized the switching off of the cameras within the police station. Another thing, they need to tell us why Albert Ojwang was put in a solitary confinement. Yes, his only crime was allegedly posting something against the DIG. So, let us look at what next Boni Khalwale said to IG of police regarding IPOA. Let us listen in.
Next question, Mr. Speaker, is to CS, not CS, to the IG Kanja. IG Kanja, Kenyans who know you, we have a lot of respect for you, because you are the officer, unknown to some people, who defeated the terrorists at Dusit 2 Hotel. We know you as a serious police officer. We've been wondering why these killings under you, and now that Lagat is the person we have found to be who he is, we can now very well see who has been undermining you. I therefore want to appeal to you. Tell this country, a spokesman by the name of Mushiri Nyaga, the police spokesman, he misrepresented material facts. He attempted to conceal this killing. He went and interfered with the circumstances of the crime by stating that Omondi Ojwang hit his head on the wall. IG Kanja, why have you not arrested him? He has information which in his statement under arrest will help to point fingers at who gave him this deliberate statement so as to do what I have said above. Finally,
IPOA should have investigated the police officers who have been involved in the capture of Albert Ojwang from Migori, 400 kilometers to Nairobi Central Police Station. Because these officers have the information as to why and who sent them, where they kept them, and why all this information that is not clear, they might be having some information regarding them. Also, the people who had the motorbikes, because Albert Ojwang was picked from his home by 3 motorbikes and other officers who were involved in the case. All these people must be called and questioned. If at all this government is not hiding anything from the public, then these individuals must be called to the court of justice so that everyone in the country can just calm down. It is not right for this country to have such a case slide. We cannot just allow it to slide because we don't know if today it will be me or tomorrow it will be you or your loved one. So it is very important that this government tries as much as possible to go beyond their, as they say that they have serikali kona mkono mrefu. They should make sure that they capture all these people and bring to justice whoever committed this crime. Another thing that Boni Khalwale has stated, that this IPOA, and IPOA, the Independent Policing Authority, does not have a good record. They are not known to have to follow up to police officers and capture them for their crimes. But this time, they have been told by Boni Khalwale, I have liked his speech, that IG of police must facilitate the arrest of these officers because they are not above the law unless somebody is hiding them from the public and does not want them to reveal any information regarding to the death of Albert Ojwang.
Mr. Speaker, back to Kanja and or Amin. IPOA has now told us the names of the officers from DCI who went to Migori to go and arrest Ojwang. Can you tell the country how it came to pass that Ojwang was moved all the way, Ojwang, that Ojwang was moved all the way, hundreds of kilometers, contrary to the provisions of normal procedure that would have required that he be taken to the nearest police station in the jurisdiction where he committed, quote unquote, the said crime, and that if he needed to be moved, a magistrate needed to give permission for him to be moved all the way to Nairobi. Could you, IG, tell us why you have found it difficult to arrest these officers? And their names are a little bit disturbing. You tell us why you have not arrested them? Because they're the only ones who were with this young man from the last time the parents saw him well and alive up to the time they came to Nairobi for the country to be told that the young man was dead. Finally, Mr. Speaker.
The last thing that really touched me about what Boni Khalwale has stated, especially to CS Murkomen, a person who sits at the National Security Council together with IG of police, is that they are messing around with something that could blow up this country. He gave an example of somebody in another country who was killed by police, and the people went to the street and made sure that the sitting president was overthrown. Let us listen in to what Boni Khalwale said in regards to that matter.
I want to appeal to CS Murkomen. CS Murkomen, the National Security Council, where you sit, is charged with promoting and guaranteeing security of the country. And you have the audacity to come and face the Parliament of Kenya and tell Kenyans that you don't see, you don't know. CS Murkomen, please, for the respect of this young man, you are yet to grow a child up to the age of 31. Can you immediately resign? You are not fit to be in that docket. Please, I beg you, it is not personal. And if you think I'm joking, you are a well-read man. You know that in 2011, in Tunisia, a street hawker by the name of Mohamed Baouzi was killed. And people came into the streets, and the government of President Ben Ali was overthrown. You truly don't know what you're playing with. Please resign. You cannot be.
As you can hear from the man himself, he says that this is a grievous issue that must be taken with the seriousness it deserves, because it is not easy for a person to just kill himself within the cell. Somebody must have done this, and if at all he killed himself in the cell, where are there so many gaps involved? Why are there no CCTV cameras? Where are there no any evidence of Albert Ojwang being taken into custody, and why was he in solitary confinement? Because if at all he was not in the solitary confinement, then they must tell us who were his cellmates. Because if at all he was not solitary, then they must tell us who are his cellmates, and where are those cellmates, and what are their statements. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Paul, and this is my new YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel, and if you like this video and you like to hear more about politics, this is where we talk about this politics, and we post reacting to every story political within the country. So if you like these stories, please make sure you subscribe, like this video, and peace.